Hi guys, this is Heidi, Stitching Faye, coming back with the Flosstube episode number 5.3 actually. Thank you all for tuning in. Welcome back all the new viewers. Welcome all the viewers. Welcome back all the new viewers. I hope you like what you see and you subscribe. I say new viewers because 2 days ago I got a big jump on my subscription and I wasn't sure what was going on. Then content stitcher Kim left a message one of my videos and she said, Stacy, 911 Stitcher left a huge shout out for me, for my channel. Wow, thank you, Stacy. Thank you so much. That was a big compliment coming from you. I'm a big fan of yours. I've been watching your channel from beginning and I was honored when I heard you shout out my channel. And thank you, Kim, for letting me know. And thank you for tagging me on Instagram. I got a good big jump on Instagram too because you tagged me. Thank you, ladies. You guys are way too kind. And I am honored and humbled by the kindness I've been receiving from the stitching community. And I wanted just to come back and do a video, but it was too hard in a house to go around and find all my VIPs, so I decided to do something different today. I'll go back to doing regular. Today what I wanted to do is highlight one designer, what I stitch, what I have kitted up, and we'll go from there. If you guys this is only, I'm gonna show today Nora Corbett only, not even Mirabilia. And I asked several videos ago, if one of the beginning few Flosstubes, I asked viewers if you guys want to see stash or a kid or some kind of parades of the what I have, what I've done with the one designer or one kind of theme. And a lot of people said, yeah, why not? And that's where I got the idea. And I didn't want to leave it too much of a gap between the videos, so I figured that why not? Who doesn't want to see fairies, a whole bunch of it? But just to let you know, for the new viewers, I don't only stitch fancy ladies. I do stitch a lot of them, but I stitch also a lot of primitives, prairie schoolers, Lizzie Kate, and I also stitch a lot of samplers, and I don't stitch a lot of smalls anymore, but I do have a lot of smalls. I am gonna go back stitching it because I think I'm running out of the wall space for all the big ones. That said, I'm not gonna show any VIPs or the stuff that I already started it, even with the Nora Corbett. I'm gonna try to show mostly finished, what I have finished from this designer, only the Nora Corbett, which are the smaller ones. What I have kitted up, I'm planning to stitch it's in my radar to stitch, and what patterns I have collected over time. That said, I'm gonna start today with the finishes that I have. Let me see, since she's the first one. This is called Miss Lola's Dagger. She is stitched, let me see, I had a board, but I don't know where I put that board. All right. It had some frame. It was just a line. I didn't wanted it, so I just stitched it like this. It is a stitched 14 count regular Ida. It has a little bit of a shimmer, and it is called Miss Lola's Dagger and Fairy. Second one of my favorites, she is called Gardenia. I finished this actually 2020, started in 2019. And the fabric is Heroic 28 count Lugana. This is the right color of the fabric. And as you can see, a lot of Nora Corbett's don't have faces, they are on the side, and she doesn't put eyes and stuff. She just does the silhouettes, a lot of it. Look at all the shiny stuff. And she's carrying a rose. That's what it's all muted and all a bunch of cranic. She is beautiful, and she is Gardenia. one of my favorites, an easier stitch for, I would say. Usually Nora Corbett's, if you have not stitched Fancy Ladies, Nora Corbett's are way easier than, let's say, Mirabilia's. This one is, since I don't have the fabric name, Glittering Leaves. It's Nc127. Also recent finish. The fabric, I don't have it with me, but I have it written down. I can look it up on Instagram. I might just put it on my notes. Really easy stitch, fast stitch, but those are all water lilies, color water lilies stitched, and the floss of the color changes it. It's one floss, it just changes the color. It does have shimmering wand and really pretty autumn, very small one compared to it, very small one. So another one, just put it down. I've already showed this one last time, but why not see a pretty one more than twice, right? Lily of the Valley, Nc129. This one I stitched on a regular white linen, 32 count. I thought she was pretty like this. She didn't need extra fabric, color of fabric or hand-dyed fabric, so I just did it like this. She has a lot of beads on her. Again, this is Lily of the Valley, really pretty. Okay, I think this way is better. Yeah. And crane is only on her dress. Her wings are beaded, but they don't have any crane, and her head has a lot of shiny. This is my number 3 finish. So I'm just gonna go through whatever I can find from Nora Corbett that I finished it. Then we'll go from there to the kitted items. This one is Melody. The ones I stitched on Ada, you can tell that it's earlier stitches. This one is, it's all called for everything. If I am not saying I changed it, usually I do not change the colors of the Mirabilia or Nora Corbett. Her entire wing is crane. She is Melody, and it's a hand-dyed fabric by me. Let's see, yeah. I was experimenting with colors and stuff, so this is what I came up with, and I think she looks okay. 14 count, yeah. A lot of my earlier stuff are stitched on 14 count. So let's go through the, I don't have all of them. Okay, I thought I had the pattern with me. It is called Ophelia's Pearl. She is really shiny. So let me see. Here we go. This is the right color. Her entire hair is all beaded. It shows. She's full of beads, and she's on 14 count Ada hand dyed. Let's see, it does actually have the name of it. Carol's Meadow. Carol's Meadow. This is the fabric. I did get it from eBay, so I'm not sure who's the dyer. And wow, she's one of my favorites, but she's a little bit hard for Nora. Like, she had a lot of things going on, especially this area. I had to take my time with all of her jewels and stuff. So this is Ophelia's Pearl. You guys can see a theme here. I stitched a lot of mermaids, and this is Coral Charms. Again, on 18 count Ada. Coral Charms. She is full of beads. She's so pretty. This is the fabric color. Yeah. 14 count Masquerade Aida. That's the name of the fabric, Masquerade. Again, this is Coral Charms. I love those things that coming out of her. Oh, let me see. The fins, they're all jeweled. She's very unique. And I don't know, she has black hair. Usually her fairies have a brown or blonde hair, so she has black brown hair. Well, black. Another beauty is let me see, Lucy Mia. She stitched on a regular 28 count Lugana. The one that I think a lot of her mermaids are stitched on. This is one of her called for fabrics. She calls for it. She's also really beaded. And Lucy Mia. This collection, there are collections that I think she's done with this small mermaid collection. So this is our beautiful Lucy Mia. I have also Tesoro Mia. Tesoro Mia. I did stitch this on hand-dyed fabric by me. Experiment fabric. I was not that good at coloring, but I wanted to try. I did try. She's very easy. This is one of the easiest. It has very few colors. So, and the jewelry, look at all the beads. She has a regular beads, she has number 8 beads, and she has petite beads. And look at the tail. This is the mostly filling in and the really easy one, beginner friendly design. Since I did not bring all of them up, okay. This one is Amy. This is the true color of the Amy. Fabric color. I did 14 count hand-dyed fabric. And I loved her color. I love this checker thing that she does on her fairies. I love that. She has it on Gypsy Queen. She has it on the Villa Mirabilia and my Cherry Blossom. So she does that checker thing a lot of her designs, and I love it. I'm there for it. This is Emmy. She is adorable. I have one. I don't know the fabric name because before I was not keeping a good track of it, but it is 14 count Aida hand-dyed. This is Mari. Some people say Mary, but my sister's name is Mari, and I said Mari because that's her. And her face, I did try to do 1/1, and I had a hand-dyed, the fabric flare fabric, so I used that fabric flare. The other side is not, it doesn't have the design, it's printed fabric. Again, the checkered on her coat. See, I love it. She is so pretty. And this is the effect you guys get from Mari. She's so pretty. I love the idea of doing it 1/1. It takes longer time, but I do like the effect. And it says jewelries over here and everything. Look at her belt. I'm there for it. I love shiny stuff. Yep. This one is Luna, Fall in Love by Fiberlicious. Fiberlicious fabric. Okay, this is the fabric color, Luna, and this is her. It has an ombre effect from light to dark. Her pumpkins are showing pretty good. See how pretty it looks? I did change the charm. I did not buy a special charm. It had a regular teardrop. I changed it into heart charm that I had at home. I didn't that I need to put any kind of charms is okay. So basically the treasure, I changed it. Everything else is called for. I might have changed the cranic, whatever I have. I might have, I'm not 100%, but the DMC and most of the stuff is whatever it's called for. And she is Luna. Yeah, one of my very favorite ones. I'm gonna say that a lot today. One of my favorite ones. That's gonna be my famous saying of the day. So those are all the finishes I have. Well, I have one or two others. I could not find it, so it's too hot. I don't want to go look around. That's why I'm doing this. Other than that, I'm gonna show you guys what I have kitted up. When I say kitted up, some of them I have only kitted up with the pattern and the floss, and some of them I kitted up everything. So this is like Moonlight Lugana Mermaid NC285. I only have the beads and the pattern, but I call it kitted up. It is it's a set. The other set I think is a pattern. I don't have it yet, a set kit up, but this one definitely needs a hand-dyed fabric. With my Noras and Miras, some of them I really want to have a hand-dyed fabrics, and some of them I think they don't need a hand-dyed fabric. So it depends on the design. How that's how I go, because some of them so elaborate, the tails and stuff, that I don't think it needs extra. I don't think it needs extra fabric for help, and some of them I do think it needs it. See Flora, I seen it stitched. I have stitched it before, but it's not, I don't have it anymore. This is all beads, very pretty. Let me just, this is all beads, and this tail, so pretty. Her hair, she looks like more younger teenager kind of mermaid. I do have the bead pack, and this is Sea Flora. Just gonna put it there. This one is Gwen. I see her in a darker fabric, like midnight blue sky kind of fabric, because you know, it looks like at night she's just coming out to look around. I have seen conversion with the blue color, very pretty. I don't think I'm gonna do it because I do like the green myself, but I have seen the conversions. And this is Gwen with her beautiful charms. And actually this one is ready. I have the floss too. I just need to find the correct fabric, and we are all set. All the witches are suggested color of fabric is 32 count milk chocolate. It's a very pretty fabric, but as you can see, Luna and Eve, I have stitched different Mari. I've already stitched 3 of the witches, and they are all different kind of fabric, hand dyed. So my witches are gonna be on hand-dyed fabrics and they're not gonna match, which is okay. What I might do is, because I have almost all the set, I'm missing one. What I might do later on is purchase all of them. I mean the frame. I'll frame them all with the same frame to match it. Instead of the fabrics matching them, I'm gonna make sure the frames match. So this way there are still collection. Electra. Nc127 Electra. This one is very pretty. Over here, this area, it's all beaded. And also this area. She is gorgeous. And I love the orange color. So besides the fabric, I'm not going to change anything else with her. Electra. Electra has a fabric, but I am not sure. And the beads and the floss. I have kitted the floss. And I do have the beads. The fabric is the one is stopping me. I do have a fabric flare fabric. Got this one. Let me see. I'm thinking of stitching this area. Do you guys see the thunder over here? So imagine Electra walking to the thunder. Like the way Mari is under the moon, like the moon is behind her head. I thought like this one would be awesome if she's walking toward the thunder. But I am not sure if I'm gonna be able to execute because the fabric is way big. She just needs this much of it. So placing Electra is my, I'm thinking of using this part, then no. I don't even know, should I put it this way or this way? I'm thinking this way. This is the ground and the thunder is hitting the ground. And she's walking like the moon goes, if I can place it right, you know what I'm saying? So this is fabric, if I did not say it, this is a fabric flare fabric. Those are printed fabrics. The Mari's is also printed fabric. This one also, the Luna one is hand-dyed Fiberlicious fabric. Another one is, it's a set, they are sisters and they do have the beads and they're gonna share it. This is the two. Miss Queen Bee and Miss Honey Bee. She was the first one who came out, Miss Queen Bee Nc127. I ordered it from Fabric Flare with the bee background. They sent me the green color, even though I ordered it on the natural, the color and colors, natural color with the bee hive bee thing. What am I call it? You know, the background. But they sent me the green one, and I don't even know what to do with that. So I'm thinking of just going regular. Picture this plus has one, so I already have my eye on it, but I have not finalized it, so I don't want to say because I'm gonna change it. This is Miss Honeybee Nc262. Whatever it is, they are gonna share a fabric because they're sisters. I do have the beads, and I got one set of beads because I think they both share the same beads. So I did not get separate bead packs for each one. This one is number 6. They are the biggest one. This one, they both use the same beads. And no, this is not petite. They are regular size 12 beads. Size 15 is the small beads. Size 6 is the bigger one. Size 8 is big, but not as big as the size 6. So the lower size beads are bigger. Bigger size number, like 15 is a smaller bead. If you go bigger number, like number 6 or 8, the size of the bead goes bigger. Did it make sense? This is one of the collection. I'm not sure why I didn't stitch. Siren song Mermaid NC189. She is part of the same collection, Petite Mermaids collection by Nora Corbett. This one and her, they are all sisters. And her, so I have stitched the other ones, but I guess I got tired of stitching mermaids and I gave myself a break. But now that's the good news for her. I am gonna stitch her on linen. I do have the beads and the floss pack, not the pack, flosses. I have them all ready. Again, my stopping is the fabric. Right now I don't want to put the fabric until I'm ready to stitch, even though I have it. Bella Rose and Bella Hydrangea. I think this is Bella Rose. I stitched it on my Flosstube number 1. I have shown her. Bella Rose is totally stitched, and Bella Hydrangea NC237. Basically, it has 2 floss packs and everything is different. And you stitch them. I'm gonna make tiny, or well, not tiny, I'm gonna make ornaments. Pinterest, one of the Pinterest things I saw it, someone made the ornaments with them hanging. They look so pretty. They are really small, so I don't see them framed. There's another set. I think I have it, that one also all kitted up. And my floss. I'm trying to not bobbinate anymore, but whatever is bobbinated, I'm planning to use them. And once I started, floss straps. I'm gonna start using the floss straps. It's easier and faster for me to keep them up and stuff. Another one, Raven. This is, I might start it this year after I start Halloween fairy stitching. NC222. And Nora Corbett fairies don't have stories. They are the Mirabella, some of them at the back, they have a background story, who they are, how she came up with them. For the Noras, they don't. She is one of the easiest ones. She has only 3 beads. I have the floss and everything. Again, I have fabric, but I did not put it with her right now because I'm not 100% committed. So it says 1 Magnifica, which are the tiny beads. You can even use on 36 count, and she has 2 big beads. Very easy, very fast stitch. This one, if you can, it's, what is the size? 32 count, it's 6.8 by 9.9. Really small one. Same size as her. I think all of them are the same size. Maybe a little bit the background is different, but all the witches are the same. With the red dress, the witch with the red dress that has 1 beads only. She's the only one that I currently don't own. I should get it before it's out of the print, which I hope it's not for a long time. Nora Corbett's Norabellas. I combined 2 words together. Nora Corbett's, they don't come out of the print as fast as the Miras. Minerva NC221, and her I see also darker fabric, like a moonlight, because of the moon over here. I do see darker fabric for her. She is she has all the flosses. I don't think I have the beads, but I can borrow one of her sister's beads because they are all, a lot of the witches, they share the same beads. So I think that's why I did not buy it, because I have all the collection. I figured that after I finish few of them, I'll have enough. Anna NC207. Anna is stitched also milk chocolate. Anna is ready. I even have a working copy of the pattern. Anna comes with all of them, beads. And she has quite a bit. She has actually 1, 2, 3 charms. So I love her red apple. It's a little bit reminds me of the Snow White and the witch giving the red apple kind of thing. Oh, I have this skated up too. See, I thought I didn't. It's the second half of the same pattern. Bella Butterfly and Bella Bee. It's NC238. They are kitted up except, well, I have all the floss and I have some of the beads, but I am missing some of the, I think they have charms. No, they don't have charms, never mind. Karen Water Lily and the Cranic. I don't have Karen Water Lily and the Cranic. So Bella Butterfly and Bella Bee. Those are very small, but they are full coverages. That's the thing. They are full coverages, tiny full coverages. And I think this is my last witch, Gigi, 206. Gigi has 1, 2 Cranic. Oh no, Cranic with the DMC blend and 1 Cranic and the beads. Gigi does have charms. Yeah, she doesn't have treasures. She just has charms. So this is Gigi. 1 or 2 witch a year I think is fair enough for me. I don't want to crinkle too much, so I'm not going to take it out of the plastic. This is Fairy Spring Fling NC201. She does come with beads. She doesn't have a lot of it. 1 number 6 and 2 regular beads. 1 matte and 1 regular. So the Fairy Spring Fling. This is the seasons. So I do have all the seasons for them. Okay, the Cleo one. Also, the seller sends it like this with the charms and stuff, so I did not take it out. That's why. It does have charm. This Cleo has charms. I love the raven. Anything with raven. It's NC209. I think the back is her wing or the raven wing. I don't know. I'm not sure about the wing. I might just exclude the wing. I'm not getting the wing a lot, but I love her crow. She looks more action. Foxgloves. This is Foxgloves NC229. Again, she comes with all the beads. And she is gorgeous. Love all the pinks. I love the flowers of her dress. She is very pretty. This is more newer purchase I did. Willow Queen NC213. I do not have the Karen Water Lilies, but I am thinking I have the Forest Goddess. I think they are sharing some of the water lilies, so I might borrow from her because she just needs it for the leaves. Yeah, it's for the leaves, so I don't want to buy separate Karen Water Lily silk, which is a silk for her. But she has a lot of things, a lot of treasure, a lot of specialty beads. Those are bugle beads. Those are number 6 big ones. And it says treasure substitution over here. So I guess they changed the treasure because Swarovski is not making any more treasures, so a lot of places they are making substitution. The one is treasure 72045 is replaced with 72008. It's because they're out of production, I believe. So if you guys want to get those stuff, Mira's or Nora's, I would suggest get the treasures because they are not producing anymore. That's my understanding. Nora Corbett, well, everything is Nora Corbett. Wisteria Nc199. This is one of her earlier ones. These packages, all earlier ones. The newer ones, I'll show it. It's bigger like a booklet. And she does come with her beads. And she is Wisteria. I love her colors. Look at her wings. That's so pretty. This one I thought it would be a really fast stitch. That's why I purchased it. But looking at her beads, she doesn't have a lot of DMCs. Has 2 cranics, 1, 2, 3, 4 beads, and very small amount of DMC. Her name is Poppy. This one is from Pixie Couture Collection, NC123. She's one of the older designs. And for that reason, I purchased her beads. Just in case they don't produce anymore. I'm trying to first buy the older ones before I start buying the new ones, because my thinking is older ones will come out of the print more earlier than the newer one. Although it's not always the case. This one is Geranium NC198. I seen her stitch. A lot of Flosstubers have stitched her. She's one of very pretty ones. Well, all of them are very pretty, but it's very loud colors and stuff, my kind of thing. She does have all her beads, and I call it kitted because of the beads. Very pretty one. It's called Magnolia. It's NC133. She is older ones. Anything with the 100s are the older Noras. The first of her collection. And she does come with her beads. She has quite a bit beads with her, and cranics. So I only have the beads for her. Let me see. Monk's Hood. This is one of more newer-ish ones. I thought she looks more all Halloweenish. NC249. And she does come with the beads. Again, they did substitution for her beads. Whatever is out of print or they don't have it anymore, they make substitution. So it's Monk's Hood. I seen her stitch. Looks so good. Like the picture, it doesn't do justice for this one. A Flosstuber, or no, Instagram, sorry. I seen few Instagrammers or people posting it there, and she's breathtaking, especially if you use the right fabric. The Gothic House. It's a collection. I only have this one kitted up. The other one I have it as just a pattern. NC279. It has a treasure snowflake and it has a bugle beads. This kind of one, it's better to buy it and it has these treasures. This kind of ones, it's better to buy it as a kit than source it separately, because then you have to buy a few beads from one store, a few beads from other store, and I don't have LNSs around me, so all my purchases are done through online shops, and 123 is the #1 one, and because everybody else goes there too, a lot of times they don't have it stuff. So I'm just gonna go through, no particular way. I'm just gonna go through my patterns and I'll show you guys. Pansy 132. Now on those are not kitted, they are just patterns. This one is antique white jobeline, but she needs a hand-dyed fabric for her. I seen her stitch Sweet Pea. So cute. One of the earlier ones, NC131. A lot of them, it's stitched on antique white jobeline. I see it. A lot of them are, those are recommended ones. It does need a Karen Water Lilies and Cranix and Mill Hills. Depends where to use the Karen Water Lilies. I might use a hand-dyed floss, not fabric. Holly. It is stitched. I did show her on the Christmas in July stitchings. I changed the fabric to 14 count hand-dyed. The next time I'm gonna take off the glass and I'll show you guys again. She looks pretty, but the way the glass was glaring didn't show well. This one is Jasmine Nc127. My sister has stitched this. I might ask her to if I can show her stitching. It's very pretty. This is Christmas Eve Courier Nc122. I have only this one, and I have Prancer Nc199. Those are the only two. I am gonna collect it hopefully before they come out of print soon, but I only have these two. They need so much treasures, all of them. This collection is, it's a little bit, you need to have a lot of treasures. She's also one of the oldest one, 103, Nc103. It needs a lot of treasures and beads. She's expensive to kit it up, but I thought I should have the pattern when I feel like it, then I can slowly kit it up. Ivy, one of the older ones, 108 Ivy. She is so pretty. Needs 3 beads, 2 Cranix. No Karen Water Lilies, so it's not that hard to kit her up. Okay, Raven Queen, I love her. She needs Karen Water Lilies. She needs Cranix, 2 of them, Mill Hill beads, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Mill Hill beads, and C214. So she's a little bit more blingy. If light green fabric, extra design, the one I like is it has a little bit of alien. Extra design has white, not whitish green, lime green color fabric. That's what I see her like her stitched on. Definitely not plain fabric. Blossom Collector 217. Oh, I have seen her stitch. She is beautiful. The Berry Collector. She is also been stitched. Farmer Stitcher. I seen her on her Flosstube. She did stitch her. Very pretty. That's when I got her. Portrait of Caroline in Pink, Nc104. She is the sister of the first one. They are one of the first few that Nora did it in this collection. That's why I have that earlier number. Lilac. She is from Spring Garden Party Collection for Pixie Couture. She has collections for her pixies. She has a lot of beads, but look at the colors. They are so pretty. Azalea Nc197. She's easy to stitch. I think it's a black color stitching, but you have to be in a special mood. I think people put longer hair on her. Looks pretty. Buttercup, one of my favorites. It has 1 Cranix and 6 beads. Not hard to kit her up, and not a lot of DMCs. Nc195. Red Kitten and Red Ladies Collection, Nc176. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 DMC, 2 Karen Water Lilies, 2 Rainbow Gallery Whisper Furs, and 1 Mill Hill Beads. Whisper, I have it. I'm not sure which one is white. I'm not sure the second one is what color, but I can substitute it. And the Mill Hill Beads. And it's full stitching. I think this is the Karen Water Lily is the red because it's variegated. From the same collection, I also have Red Tree. This is one of my favorites from this collection. Red Ladies collection, NC173. She has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 water lilies. Karen water lilies. Those are silks. So she's a little bit expensive to get it up, even though it looks so simple. I think that's why I haven't. The 7 Karen water lilies are the ones who are stopping me from getting that up. Red Sugar, NC170. It also has 2 Karen water lilies, 1 cranic, and 4 beads, plus the DMC. Red Sugar. I have Maidenhair, N6167. Cranic blending filament, and 4 Mill Hill beads. Cranic blending filament, I can switch it to cranic or just do it regular Etwa DMCs. I don't think she is that hard to stitch. None of the Nora Corbetts are hard to. None of the cross stitching is hard to stitch. It just wants one X at a time, but for beginner and stuff. Harmony is Muse collection, NC157. It needs crescent colors, which are out of crescent colors now. Color something. They changed the hand-dyed flosses, but they changed the name of it. And it says a correction. Some of the older ones they did send with the correction. So I just keep it here in case I decide to do it. This is the one I stitched at Melody 155, not too many. I think I did change it needs 2 Karen water lilies. I did substitute those. And this is Melody NC155. Caprice NC157 Muse collection. Again, one of the sisters dancing. It gives me more of the flopper girls dresses and stuff. I forgot the movie Great Gatsby. Doesn't she look like, they look like Great Gatsby girls? Floppers, and the dresses, they remind me of that era. I'm not saying those are the girls or from the story, but they remind me of that era. Bella Vida NC232 La Petite Mermaids collection again. I have stitched her before. I have it. I didn't want to show it because I'm not happy the way it came out. It was first time I did it on linen. I used 36 count linen and I did 2/2, and her face looks too big and choppy, so I wasn't happy. I'm gonna restitch her. I might do conversion. I've seen people do conversions with her tail, but salmon color, I'm thinking salmon colors, just so I don't have to stitch twice the exact same thing. So I might just do a little bit of substitution. Peony NC139. Peony. Oh, I'm gonna have an avalanche here. Lavender NC136. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 cranics. So for this tiny design, it needs 4 cranics and 2 treasures and 1 bead. The treasures are for the wings. I can easily substitute that. I believe this is the only one which is out of print that I have it. NC134 Bluebell Spring Garden collection for Pixie Couture. I do love the fox Which one was it that is out of print that you cannot find it? It's like $200-300. If I see ever like they reprinted, I'll buy it. Fox, I forgot the name of it. So it's from, she's also from Spring Garden Collection, I believe. She's also a flower. Okay. Water Lily, Nc126. Water Lily needs 1 cranic, 3 crystal treasures, and 5 beads. Crystal treasure, I think it's on her hair. So it's Water Lily, Nc166. Mermaid Azure, she's the one I have not stitched yet from the La Petite Mermaid collection, Nc190. And I think she's bigger than other La Petites, even though she's from the same collection, she's taller. Eva, Nc224. She's one of my favorite ones, but I have not stitched her yet. I'm not sure why. One of my favorites. And it might be longer than I thought. Mermaid Verde, Nc192. La Petite Mermaids collection. Again, my sister has stitched it. What I'm gonna say, maybe if I can convince her to let me show her stitching. She stitched quite a bit, Mira's and Nora's. Sunrise Lagoon Mermaid, Nc211. I believe she was printed also in a magazine, then she did it as a pattern. And one of her sisters I already have kitted up. And she does need 2 treasures, 5 beads, 3 Karen water lilies. So she's a little bit, I think Karen water lilies are this border area. Oh, I love this. Mia Soli, Nc231, La Petite Mermaid collection again. Very basic. She just needs 4 beads and you can even substitute them. Very fast stitch. I have stitched her before and I sold it and I regret it. Now I'm gonna stitch for myself. Cara Mia, Nc235, La Petite Mermaids collection again. Ophelia's Pearl, Nc191. She has been stitched on my 14 count. I just showed it. This one is Miss Lola's Dagger wing. This is the one I'm saying it. It says 4 corners, 4 frame. I'm not sure why those beads were there, but I didn't understand the reasoning. That's why I didn't stitch them. And very simple one. Her and these are sisters. I stitched her. I have not stitched her, which is Miss Solar Ellipse Butterfly Muses collection, Nc239. I seen her stitch on a dark red fabric. Looks very pretty. Orangey reddish fabric, and she looked very pretty, so that's what I'm gonna copy. Mari is been stitched, Nc210. No, 210. 210. Amy also been stitched and damaged. Nc208. My older fabric patterns, I didn't know they come out of the print and stuff, so all my older ones I have not been very careful. Now I am, but I wasn't before. Luna, Nc205. I purchased a used copy, that's why it says done. Not done by me, by done the previous owner. Nc204 Fairy Winter Dream Pixie Seasons collection. She's the winter. She's also in a magazine. I have also kit her up, and I have second one, Fairy Autumn Glow Nc203 Pixie Seasons collection. No, actually that's different. That's different flowers. This is Autumn Glow. They look like the same. I mixed up with the other kitted one. This one definitely needs a green color fabric. And Fairy Summer Love NC202 Pixie Seasons collection again. It just needs 2 cranic and 3 beads. She's a fast stitch. So if I want to stitch faster or I want to have more finishes, I think Nora is easier. Fairy Spring Fling NC201. Again, it says down, but I got as a set all the seasons from the same seller. So she used hers and then she sold it and I got it. At that time, I wasn't buying for collection. I was buying to stitch, so I didn't mind if it's used. Mr. Darby's House NC281. Again, because of the name of it, Mr. Darby's House. Pride and Prejudice and stuff. Like, sounds like character's house from the from those Pride and Prejudice books. It is full of, it says 1 treasure, 1 care and water lilies, 4 cranics, and 5 beads. So this one is shiny. Even though it's smaller, the size is 6.8 by 6.81. So it's pretty small, but it's really shiny. Mr. Dragonfly NC257 Intruding Insects. I don't have a lot of collection from the insects. I have the Miss Bee, Miss Honeybee, and the Miss Bee. I think those are the and her from that collection. The Clockworker's House. I only have the pattern NC284 Holiday Village. It says mile-long beads, but it is very pretty and shiny. The Clockmaker's House. Miss Columbian Nymphalid, oh god, NC242 Butterfly Mrs. Butterfly Muses. It has 2 cranics, 3 beads. That's it. She's easy to stitch. I have seen her stitched on YouTube. I really like the way they stitched it. I think they used also darker fabric. I have to go. Oh, the group, Nora, the Facebook group. I saw it. They did it on a darker fabric and it looked very pretty. This is probably I'm gonna start soon. I really love her. It's called Miss Cindy NC270. See, those are the newer ones, are like a booklet, and when you open it, the patterns is back of it, compared to the older ones. Like those ones are in this format, but then she changed it to this format. So this is Miss Cindy. Again, great Gatsby feeling. She gives me great Gatsby feelings. I love this guy, Winter Bear NC278. Very handsome one. I'm not gonna use the Karen Water Lily or Cranic. I'm gonna substitute it. It's too small. The Cranic is on the beads. I can use any blue beads. I might just need to buy the star treasure because he's looking up to that star. Same here. Winter Hair NC277. This is Karen Water Lily, the grass. So if I can find a hand-dyed floss and sub it, or I'm not sure yet. I seen people use it hand-dyed fabric, this color, so they did not even have to stitch the background full coverage. They just stitched the hair and this and this part. So the fabric filled in this area. I do have the letters. Oh no, this one is Imperial Lady D. At first I thought this was all her head. Then when you look closer, her head is this area, the hair of it. Mary Antoinette kind of thing. And the rest of it is the elaborate flower dress. Once I figured out this, she doesn't have a big head because I thought this is all her head, the hair. I start liking her. So those are the letters I have. I have a few more, but I forgot to bring it up. It's letter S. She's very pretty. And the newer ones, older ones are in a hard stock. The newer ones in a computer paper print. They are legit, but like they were reprinted. I think they went out of print and 1 to 3 stitching with the computer paper. But yeah, the older ones are better. This is Cumberland Rose NC298. This is one of the newer ones, recently came out. And I also have the Sultan's Rose NC299. Also the new one, probably a few months ago came out, Sultan's Rose. I do want to collect this collection. Pharma stitcher, I think she stitched the collection. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 beads and 1 treasure. Treasure is over here. And Pond Lily NC263. So this is my collection of Nora's. Oh, I forgot to show this one. I brought it down from the wall that I have behind me. It's H for Heidi. So this is from the letters. Let me see if it works better. Yeah. This is H for Heidi, and this is from the Nora's collection letters. So this is all I'm gonna show today, and Nora Corbett collection. I hope you guys liked it. This is something different. I thought it's fun to just go over my patterns and see what I have. Maybe I want to stitch one of the witches now that I pull them out. It gives me also idea. I sometimes forget what I have kitted up. It's a good way to remind myself. I'm gonna finish today with this. I hope you guys like you like what you see, and you subscribe, and I'll figure out if people like these kind of things or they like regular updates, which I have it. It's too hot for me to run around and get all of them together. And I didn't want to be absent too much from the YouTube, so I figured that let me just do the collection. Then I might just do an update later on, so this way it won't be months before another Flosstube. I am enjoying, honestly. I do like interacting with people and getting advice. Some people say, you know, stuff that I didn't know about it, or someone told me about the framing place in California, and people told me about the hole, how to fix the hole with take it out from my fabric and repair it. So I am getting a lot of advices too, so I'm benefiting from this as well. So for that, I thank all of you guys, and thank you everybody who's taking the time to write a message. Thank you, Stacy. Thank you, Michelle. Michelle told Stacy. Michelle, made by Michelle McGraw. Thank you, Kim, for letting me know, Contented Stitchers. I will link all of the Flosstubers. Thank you, Mary Daydream Stitcher. She shouted me out at the beginning. So thank you all the people that tune in, watch, and enjoy the cross stitching with me. And until then, bye everybody. Happy stitching.